Jangan ada ragu-ragu, kakak ini sudah candu. Aduh aduh jangan pancing, kakak suka pancing. Bikin penasaran dari setelah kita ada pengantin. Andai kalau ada mau, kakak langsung maju ke sana tutup pintu. Bilang sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu. Andai kalau ada mau, kakak langsung maju ke sana tutup pintu. Bilang sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu. Tetap pada asal jangan tiada mentu. Ini ade nona, kakak tetap tunggu. Asal jangan lama, takut ada dapat yang baru. Andai kalau ada mau, kakak langsung maju ke sana tutup pintu. Bilang sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu. Andai kalau ada mau, kakak langsung maju ke sana tutup pintu. Sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu. Sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu. Andai kalau ada mau, kakak langsung maju ke sana tutup pintu. Bilang sama mama papa, kakak sudah siap jadi anak mantu.
Luke, what's going on over there?
I'm doing the work. I'm doing everything.
You're way too scatterbrained. You are using way too many tools. You can get it all done with ClickUp. It houses your docs. You can share calendars. You can share files. You can chat with your team. You can video conference. And it's all powered with AI. Here, use ClickUp.
Oh, that's cool. What does this app do?
Everything.
Thanks.
in, but Matty Ryan, both work of the two keepers, Leo man producing something.
Semakin menyalai, kakak hati susah, ada bikin kakak mete, tidur malam bola balik, sejak kakak lihat ade, aduh Tuhan ampuni. Jadi salting sampai mood berubah. Semangat tiba-tiba gara-gara ada nona. Ini bidadari timur, siapa yang punya? Kakak lacak kopu nama, barang itu terpakai lama. Langsung tanya di kopu mama, ternyata ada nona kopu nama Maimunah. Maimunah, lucunya kakak harap bisa satu rumah. Kalau terima satu cinta, kakak janji kita langsung menikah. Manis taludin kita.
Bahasa lagi.
Dan dia juga. Ubur-ubur ikan lele, orang timur pun manis le. Soal senyum paling oke, aduh jangan kau pilih. Ubur-ubur ikan lele, soal manis jangan kau pilih. Ganteng cantik juga oke, cuma ada di timur le.
Binatang.
Mama pica-pica di Tanjung, yang perut rumah timur itu pasti buat orang tersanjung. Senyum manis kakak terlena, anak masjid atau gereja. Kalau cocok bawa pilih rumah, minta izin restu keluarga. Ampar-ampar pisangnya dibagi dua. Ganteng cantik manis ada di timur kedua. Ubur-ubur ikan lele, orang timur pun manis le. Soal senyum paling oke, aduh jangan kau pilih. Ubur-ubur ikan lele, soal manis jangan kau pilih. Ganteng cantik juga oke, cuma ada di timur le. Sengaja kasih mode pesawat. Kataku nanti adik-adik mudah pelancar. Kakak belok kasih hadiah.
And captivates the world. Two sides currently separated by 2 points in the table, 500 kilometers in distance, and a wealth of regional, cultural, and historical differences, making this one of the most textured and complex rivalries in world football. It's Real Madrid against Barcelona, the first Clásico of the season on matchday 10 in La Liga EA Sports. Welcome to the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. I'm Phil Kitramalides. Terry Gibson is alongside me for today's game. Terry, this fixture, El Clásico, it always gets the big build-up, but it always seems to deliver.
And it deserves the big build-up. It's a much anticipated game, watched around the world. Two juggernauts of football, and the rivalry, the pride, the passion, the quality, Hollywood footballers. It's, I understand. Like everybody else, can't wait to watch this game and understand totally why it's in demand.
If you're watching us this afternoon, you're part of an estimated global audience of 650 million. This is Spain's Clásico, but it is the world's Clásico as well. The game
which captivates the globe. It's the 191st La Liga meeting between these two sides. Real Madrid with the slight edge, 79 wins. Barcelona have 76, 35 draws. Barcelona, of course, winning both League Clásicos last season, 4-0 and 4-3. It was the first time ever they'd scored 4 goals in back-to-back League Clásicos. They also put 5 past Real Madrid in between those 2 results in the Spanish Super Cup. They won the Copa del Rey as well, putting 3 past Real Madrid. So it was a pretty historic season last year for Barcelona.
It ended up 16-7 on aggregate. But if you look along the 4 games, Real Madrid got closer towards the end. The 3rd game, the Copa del Rey final, the last La Liga game. Kylian Mbappe found the way to start scoring goals against Barcelona, as opposed to being caught offside in the first couple of games that he faced Hansi Flick's team. So yes, it's 16-7 on aggregate. That was last season. Ancelotti was the manager, a new manager now. I'm really interested in the psychology that's going behind the mindset of both sets of players. Real Madrid, they want revenge. Barcelona might get a little bit cocky, thinking they won 4 games last season and scored an abundance of goals. We'll see when the game kicks off.
Barcelona have had some really big wins in this stadium over the last decade or so. Of course, 4-0 last season, 4-0 in 2022, 3-0 in 2017 and 4-0 in 2015. Real Madrid have beaten Barcelona in recent years, both at the Bernabeu and away in Catalonia, but they don't have that big iconic victory in El Clasico that Barcelona have had in recent years.
Yeah, I think Jude Bellingham made a massive impact in his first season at Real Madrid. They were memorable victories for Los Blancos. But yes, I don't think either team are going in today expecting to win by 4 or 5. Either team will take a win, and it is slightly more difficult for Barcelona because of the players that they are lacking today through injury.
We'll take you through the teams in just a second, but Barcelona are missing 7 members of their first team squad. Real Madrid recovering players from injury, just a couple missing today. Defeat for Real Madrid would see them equal their worst ever run for consecutive Clásico defeats. They're on 4 consecutive losses at the moment. The only time they've lost 5 in a row to Barcelona came between 2008 and 2010. On the Spanish capital, Real Madrid and Barcelona making their way out onto the Santiago Bernabeu pitch. It is a pretty nice afternoon in the Spanish capital, but the roof is closed, as it always is at the Bernabeu. Being spelt out there, greatness is what Real Madrid are all about. To impose themselves on this game, there is just a little sense of pressure coming into this fixture because of what's happened in previous big matches under Xabi Alonso, defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup. Derby defeat to Atletico Madrid. Let's take you through the 2 starting 11s then. 2 changes from the side that won 1-0 over Juventus in the Champions League in midweek for Real Madrid. Raúl Asensio and Brahim Diaz dropping out of the team. Dean Howson returns from injury, and Eduardo Camavinga starts just his 2nd game of the season.
Yeah, I think it's as we expected, but a lot of people did expect Dani Carvajal to come back into the starting lineup, to release Fede Valverde back into midfield, but Camavinga profits from that selection from Xabi Alonso, so it's Camavinga in midfield and Fede Valverde. He's got to carry on at the right back spot.
He said a few weeks ago he wasn't born to play as right back. He's done a pretty decent job there in the last few weeks, and that's where he's staying. He will have a lot of work, you feel, defensively this afternoon. As we take a look at the Barcelona starting 11, 2 changes from the 6-1 win over Olympiacos in the Champions League in midweek, with Toni Fernandes and Marc Casadao being replaced by Frenkie de Jong and Ferran Torres.
Yeah, it's an interesting selection, but pretty much that's all that's left for Hansi Flick. So many players missing through injury. You can see there, Koundé was the one down he's playing in the right back position. I thought we might see Araujo replicating that role that he had under Xavi of marking Vinicius, but Koundé's fit, Koundé starts, pretty much the rest as expected.
No Robert Lewandowski, no Rafinha, their first two choice goalkeepers out, but Barcelona do have Lamine Yamal. Real Madrid have the top scorer in La Liga this season, Kylian Mbappe, in the form of his life and ready to perform on the big... They are ready to play their parts. Referee this afternoon, Cesar Soto, fingers crossed. We're talking too much about him during or after the game. We are underway then in the first Clásico of the season. Immediately the ball lofted forward. First Clásico of the season often gives us a feeling of how the campaign might play out. It's not definitive, but it's often a good indicator of how the season might go. Over the last 20 years, 62% of the occasions, the team that has won the first Clásico of the season has gone on to be champions. It's not a definitive figure, but it does perhaps set the tone. There's Fermin with space to run into. Immediately looking for Lamine Yamal, across comes Carreras. Just for a moment there, it really opened up for Fermin and Barcelona. Ball given away. It's Pedri. Find Ferran. It might fall to Marcus Rashford. Well, inside the first minutes, really good opening there for Barcelona.
A couple of mistakes from Dean Howson giving the ball away cheaply on both occasions. They could have made better the opportunity when Fermin Lopez broke. They thought that was the end of the attacking play, but at the end of the year we see they give the ball away. Pedri steals it back. Marcus Rashford with the attempt and used his defensive ability to get the block. Never faced Real Madrid before, Marcus Rashford. Taking this corner, the Englishman curled in. Pushed away by Courtois. Maybe a chance now for a break for Real Madrid. Fede Valverde with space to run into. Vinicius might have been offside there. The move continues. Here is Vinicius. He's brought down. And a penalty is given inside 2 minutes. What a start to this game. The two captains being summoned by the referee. He's just going to explain his decision. I think here, thinking, well, might have been offside, might have been in line. Play continued. And then this challenge from Lamine Yamal. Well, he dangles his foot. He's taking the risk. It's early in the game. Emotions are high. It's a challenge you should be refraining from. Now, I know Vinicius gets some criticism about the way he goes to the ground, the way he draws players in to get fouls, to get penalties. In my opinion, that's a
Doesn't look like there can be too many complaints about that penalty.
It comes from Frankie de Jong as well. He tried a back heel, which got dispossessed, which went straight to Fede Valverde. Real Madrid were on the march. Barcelona tried to play the offside trap with just two defenders. It was chaotic. It was untidy from Barcelona. This is what we're going to see. Might be offside, actually, looking at that.
But from that angle, it does look like it's offside.
The fact the referee is going to look then suggests to me that it's just about the penalty decision that VAR is referring to, as opposed to the offside. If it's offside, VAR tells you that.
Yes. Well, it is going to look at the penalty.
I hope making sure they're going to do it in the right order, not say, yes, it's a penalty, but it's offside. And offside should rule it out, whether they feel that the offside is a different phase of play.
Now is he looking at if Lamine gets the ball first? Yeah.
And it's a penalty we see given so often where a striker is attempting to kick the ball, the opposing player gets between them and the ball, and then there's a strike.
No penalty. Well, drama early on at the Bernabeu. The referee is explaining to Captain Fede Valverde. I think he feels that it's Vinicius kicking Lamine's foot rather than Lamine fouling Vinicius. Well, big call already. We said we hope we wouldn't be talking about the referee. Big call from Cesar Soto. Here for Real Madrid. Aguilar standing over it, floated in towards Dienhausen. It's Bellingham on the end of it, hoofed in behind.
It's an interesting sequence, isn't it? Referee going across, making up his own mind, overruling his original decision. Was that under the influence of VAR? We're not too sure.
Rashford, but the challenge from Camavinga.
And that's where Barcelona have to be so careful. In full flow, if they give the ball away, then Real Madrid will break so quickly on them. And it's getting that balance right between Barcelona being daring and taking on adventurous passes, and always in the back of your mind thinking, if we give this away high up the pitch, Real Madrid are going to break us. With killing Mbappe threatening, of course, and Vinicius.
There's Eric Garcia to Pau Cubarsí. Looks like those two are the first choice centre-back pairing for Barcelona at the moment. From Valde, but he was pretty clearly offside.
He is indicating here maybe that the pass should have been made sooner. He's probably got a point as well. Third man run there, back and through. Needed to be a first time pass. Once the ball was controlled and then passed, he was always going to be caught offside.
This fixture last season was all about offsides. Real Madrid were caught offside 12 times by Barcelona. Kylian Mbappe 8 times.
2 goals disallowed as well.
Yes. Barcelona this season, the offside trap hasn't quite been working as effectively as it was last season. Here's Vinicius. Roundly whistled. He made earlier on in the week about Real Madrid and their potential influence on referees. Rashford to Ferran to Lamine. There is Lamine. He knew what was coming there, but he didn't manage to get enough curl on it to trouble Courtois.
Yep, on that occasion I thought it was so obvious that there was going to be a little cut back, a little jink inside. sizing up his opportunities there, and it's a little opening attempt from him. We knew, Courtois knew, Carreras knew. We all know, but it's, as we've seen so often, it's still tough to stop.
Scrappy passage of play. Barcelona coming away with the ball. He's down. Back to his feet. Here's Frankie de Jong. Pedri. Finding Fermin, continuing his run. Ball over the top, looking for Ferran. That's just about clearing it.
Barcelona just tidying things up now, aren't they? No surprise that Pedri and De Jong are at the heart of all of it.
Sorg on the touchline for today's game. Hansi Flick seeing a red card. Last week's game against Girona. 2 yellows. Suspended from today's Clásico. They finding Fermin. Is Lamine. Barcelona enjoying possession in the final third. Marcus Sorg spoke about having the ball. He said, we need the ball. We need possession to be able to hurt Real Madrid. We have to avoid easy ball losses as well. And they're keeping the ball pretty well.
That's because of the damage that Real Madrid would do on a turnover. I'm slightly surprised Real Madrid have dropped off so deep. This was what I thought was going to be happening more, where they were closing down high up the pitch, certainly in the attacking half of the pitch, but they've been quick to relinquish possession.
Here's Mbappe. Who's onside. Oh, what a finish from Kylian Mbappe. This is why Real Madrid waited 7 years to sign him. A player at the very height of his capabilities. What a finish that is from Mbappe. And Real Madrid have an early lead in El Clásico.
Just as you were mentioning that Marcus Sorg was talking about not giving the ball away cheaply. Because of the turnover, because of the skill, because of the flair, because of the brilliance that comes from Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe in particular. They haven't had the ball. We're talking about Barcelona looking comfortable in possession. The ball is stolen away there. There's Fermin Lopez inadvertently gives it back to Barcelona. It's a little knockdown there. Tchouameni is challenging, but a good against the touch. Kylian Mbappe, not a thought in his mind, reacts sharply. Shows all the confidence you'd expect from a player that is scoring pretty much all of Real Madrid's goals. Doesn't even look at the goalkeeper. He's got his eyes fixed firmly on the ball. Knows exactly the technique that he's looking for. And almost takes Chesney by surprise. It's a brilliant goal, brilliant player who's this season is becoming unplayable. Checking the offside. Vinicius was, I think Mbappe was just onside. Turned over.
It's another nervous wait for the Bernabeu. A player that good is feeling that confident. It's offside. The goal doesn't stand. It's another let-off for Barcelona. How are we going to see history repeat itself? Because last season, Real Madrid had a couple of goals ruled out in the first half. It was goalless, and Barcelona went on to win 4-0.
So here's the problem for Barcelona. They've given the ball away twice, and it's been almost a penalty, almost a goal. And they've got away with it. Vinicius was clearly offside, and Mbappe, I thought, the first few minutes he just got back on time. Clearly, he hadn't.
I haven't see in replays to show us who and how was offside, but I'm sure we will.
But that's what I was expecting from Real Madrid, that high pressing in the attacking half of the pitch. The first 10 minutes they were dropping off deep, they were allowing Barcelona comfortable possession in their attacking half. There was a nervousness from both sets of players,
Yes.
in terms of the threat coming from the opposition.
Yamal was very nearly in there. Actually back to Eric Garcia, who's under pressure. There's Szczesny.
Szczesny just doesn't want it, does he? He isn't John Garcia, he isn't Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and it does change the way that Barcelona can play. Out the back from the goalkeeper.
It was an incredible story last season, from retirement to Spanish champion Richard Szczesny. This year he was only ever supposed to be a substitute. Didn't expect to play too many games, but here he is in El Clasico, given away to Carreras. Here's Vinicius. Couldn't get on the end of that. Here's De Jong. Pedri sees a tiny bit of space and goes through it.
Two or three times already in this match, Pedri's running through spaces which are not there. And you're thinking there's no way through, and there is. Clearly it's Pedri.
Let's see here.
Yep, it's Kubasi is the closest one, so I wasn't convinced either way, and understandably so, you see how close that was.
Mentally tight decision. Bellingham under pressure. Put Courtois under pressure. That pass. It's Kubasi. Garcia. Straight into the arms of Courtois. Lopez scored a hat-trick in midweek in the Champions League. First Spanish player to score a hat-trick for Barcelona in Europe's Premier Club competition. He's a player. Carreras to Vinicius. Michael Day. Coming away with the ball. So Fermin getting short with the pass. And winning possession back for Real Madrid. Here's Tchouaméni. Forced all the way back to Courtois again. Again, kick out from Thibaut Courtois, not finding a teammate, and it is a slightly nervy start to this game.
It is, and I'm looking at Barcelona setup, they were all where we expected them to be. Real Madrid are still working out the midfield.
Yes.
And then it seems to be playing really down the right side. Tchouaméni came over here in the central position, and now Arda Güler is drifting across into a central position as well.
Here's Koundé. Yamal finding Fermin. Very even in terms of possession. The only two times this season Barcelona have been below 60%. The two games they've got points in La Liga. To Rayo Vallecano and Sevilla. There is Koundé. fancy, but fancied his
Kalau
chances there.
nanti tak bawa. Naruh.
Valverde,
Pakai bono.
he can.
Pakai masalah aku nak pakai.
He's out. Felt it was a throw into Barcelona. Shared his sentiments, but it's a throw into Real Madrid as we tick towards 20 minutes. El Clásico, Santiago Bernabeu, it is goalless. Real Madrid thought they'd had a penalty, it was overruled. They thought they'd scored, that was overruled as well. Herrera's battling with Lamine Yamal, and Lamine on the floor, feeling he was fouled.
There was an earlier challenge over on the other side of the pitch, which the Real Madrid Siaran is clearing the ball. Siaran Saya comes in late. There's no connection with the boot, the studs.
Andai lihat tambah kali mana. Ini bukan pun mana kita.
Adagula made several runs there. He wanted the ball, didn't get it from Carreras. It's Militao though. Bellingham. Oh, what a pass that is to find Kylian Mbappe, who's through on goal. Mbappe! The flag stays down. The Bernabeu celebrates. Mbappe has the ball in the back of the net again.
Gol kali, paling gol.
And we think Real Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I'm going to err on the side of caution. It's brilliant play from Jude Bellingham. He gets the crowd off their feet because he does a wonderful little pivot, turn in midfield, and then the dynamic of that attack changes instantly when Bellingham was on the ball. Then after all of that, he comes up with a defence-splitting pass, which is absolutely perfection for Kylian Mbappe. The flag doesn't go up, but again, I think it's close. You can see him. There's the turn from Bellingham. The attack opens up. I'm going to say it, I think he's onside. And again, that Barcelona offside trap has been breached by Real Madrid. Not for the first time this season by any team in La Liga. It is an issue. It is a problem. Bellingham does some wonderful, magical things in midfield. It's a brilliant pass, but it's the timing of the run from Kylian Mbappe. Once he's through, I had no doubt that he was going to finish.
Full of confidence, Kylian Mbappe tucking that away. It really does look like he was onside, and he was. His 11th league goal of the season. Real Madrid leading. Absolutely world-class assist from Jude Bellingham. Finish full of composure and confidence from Mbappe. Camavinga felt he was fouled there. Referee disagreed. Now he's going to foul on Rashford. Valverde becomes the first. Dare I say, probably not the last player to be booked today.
Sticking your head out there, Phil. It could have been a foul against Camavinga. He went down as if he was injured. And I understand the referee not giving that one. And then there was a clear foul from Valverde. The missed descending and stuck to that Barcelona attack.
Here is Bellingham. Wide here to Carreras.
Lentur medali dia. Lentur siapa?
Switched over to Camavinga. Real Madrid had reportedly been training to break that Barcelona high line. We have seen teams this season in La Liga understand how to get in behind Barcelona.
Ai mata dulu ramnya tu. Ai Hira-hira tu nak jara-jara lah.
Barcelona slightly fortunate there with that deflection, then it does trouble Chesney more. Supporters want the second. They know that their team are dominant at the moment in terms of possession and attempts at goal.
Here's Mbappe. Fall to Valverde. He's going to hit this one. He's always rising from Fede Valverde on his slightly weaker foot.
Still a hell of a strike though with a weaker foot. He's wayward, it's off target, and it lacks his normal balance that you get when he plays it with the right foot.
Spain's women's team in attendance.
Mate kau nak gol Malaysia boleh nanti. Ni betul. Mesti mak ready jom. Kedua tu tak tahu. Paling menggunakan ni.
Here's Howson. Carreras dispossessed, and now Lamine Yamal coming forward. Balde. Space here for Koundé. Barcelona slowing the tempo down. Vinicius. Rashford.
Beda-beda dia. Tidak pasti dari Madrid masuk ni.
Tuzami.
Madrid memang masalah.
Lamine Yamal.
Some purpose in that challenge from Vinicius, wasn't there? Was it every touch though? See the nature of the game there though, can't you? Barcelona good possession.
Mana yang dia kira?
Real Madrid just waiting to pounce. I'm sure at some stage Barcelona will threaten. The possession looks really tidy, but they're finding it difficult to break through the
Itu ni sentuh ni kau.
attacking third of the pitch.
Mesin.
Lamine finding Fermin.
Tahu siapa nak?
Pass is intercepted by Militao. Rashford was in acres of space.
Di mana? Dikontrakan.
Real Madrid come forward. There is foul by Eric Garcia.
Nonton di rumah aja, malas keluar. Soalnya banyak jagoan.
It's taken quickly to Mbappe. Didn't think twice about getting that shot away. Kylian Mbappe. Comfortable enough for Wojciech Szczesny.
It looked a generous free kick, I have to be honest, but Fede Valverde was quick to react.
Sebenarnya anjir.
Puts the ball down, takes the free kick.
Nonton di video. Bukan TV, bukan TV.
Perspective, they are thankful.
Nonton di laptop.
Chesney was news alert, makes the save.
Whipped in by Guler. Lovely looking ball. It might fall to Mbappe.
Habla
Just
nonton
bounces
TV dah,
over
nonton
him.
live.
Siapa?
Vinicius.
Oh, Sirat turban mereka jadi TikTok band dia. Dia.
Lo lihat sendiri dah.
Floated in towards Dean Howson, who gets there and forces Wojciech Szczesny into another save. They do look for Dean Howson at the back post, often in set pieces. This time, connection forces a decent save.
Yeah, you rely on poor defensive play there for Barcelona. When they're really at it, they catch people offside, but one or two players there was a ragged line, it wasn't tidy from Barcelona. Eric Garcia drops in defensively too early.
Era tuh ke Firmino.
He's down. Finally, the free kick is given. Goes Barcelona's way.
So dust up in the midfield there, wasn't there?
Ah, la nanti kok yang bengker.
Involved in a bump.
Imbar ka comeback magnet kira.
Nem TikTok bing. Lawan
Kane magnet kira. Di comeback ako na botak mulu ne. Ne ako santi mulu ne. Ah, marca la cola.
Mira, sorti just
Through by Arne Kuler. International Mbappe is something
Tukur ba.
Sinigis mami Leno. Yung lagi kami Leno. Jadi,
Ermara, tansay sob.
nakaroon nonton di YouTube, Aron Freta.
Nonton ya YouTube deh. YouTube live lah. Ya channel larang Aron Freta. Coba saya mau nonton dia channel YouTube.
And Real Madrid are in that mood, aren't they?
Oh narang. Ah mana ya 300. Madrid satu channel lah yang udah.
They want to capitalise on this momentum.
Sampai nasi finish starting.
It's taken short to Camavinga.
Ini satu starter
Kuler
nah.
again.
Baru tambah pendek.
This season. Still
Ini
under 20 years of age. It's a classic breakthrough campaign, isn't it? He was on the fringes of it last season.
Magula again. Militao, but it was headed away.
Tidak primero
Did tell us earlier this year that he thought Arda Güler's future would be more as a midfielder than a forward because of his exceptional ability to build up play. We have seen that today and throughout the season. No offside in the goal scored by Mbappe.
I mean, Barcelona have got their issues at the back defensively, but the midfield are playing well. Somehow they need to try and get some more service to Ferran Torres. They need to better performance from Lamine Yamal, more influence from Marcus Rashford.
Ini Madrid nanti menang.
Real Madrid's shape is good when in this situation they drop deep. The midfield players get nice and compact with the two centre backs. There's not enough space for Barcelona to play their way through, pass their way through. It might have to be a little bit of magic from one of the players that's got a dribble in the bank and can go solo and find a plot, a route through for Barcelona. They have a few of those, so it's possible.
Without Rafinha, without Robert Lewandowski, no Dani Olmo. Gavi is injured as well.
Squad itu nggak lah. Yang semua squad orang itu.
Key players missing for Barcelona, but this remains a very strong and competitive starting 11. Siaran Saya joining the attack and finding Ferran Torres in space. It's a really good opportunity for Barcelona. Ferran doesn't seem to make a really clean connection with him.
It was a difficult one for him. It was almost one of those by instinct you want to do it first time, but you had to take the touch. Eric Garcia talking about different ways of Barcelona making that breakthrough into the final third. It was the centre-back stepping into midfield, giving the extra player.
Bellingham. It falls to Mbappe, and Vinicius is calling for it, and it's with Vinicius, and can he find the finish?
He looked clearly offside, but it depends on who the ball came off of when the ball was played backwards.
Corner's taken quickly. Here's Camavinga. He's dispossessed. And Marcus Rashford looks to lead a counter-attack for Barcelona, charging forward Rashford. Great challenge from Fede Valverde, who then makes sure that the free kick can't be taken quickly. And you probably know who Luis Figo's cheering for today.
Depends who gave him the ticket. My guess is on Real Madrid.
Love lost. Luis Figo in Barcelona.
Cerkel Malik kan.
So, the youngster who's punished for the foul on Tchouaméni.
You can see a way that Barcelona can score. Even with that dispossession and they're playing the ball around, the movement is really good. You're kind of expecting and waiting for Real Madrid to get the ball, and this happened. And it's brilliant skill from Jude Bellingham, and then don't underestimate the quality of the pass, the timing of the pass. And there was no doubt in my mind when Kylian Mbappe gets through on goal, as we've seen
Kalau Benjamin
so many times this season. 16 already. He just finishes everything.
He's looking pretty unstoppable at the moment. And that said, here on Wednesday night, he had a good few chances against Juventus and didn't manage to score the Champions
I mean,
League.
to consider the value of his transfer was in doubt. He got 44 goals last season. 31 in La Liga to finish top scorer. He's got 16 in all comps this season. That's his 11th goal in La Liga. And we were wondering, can this left winger play down the middle? He loves it.
Fully fledged centre forward now. There's Vinicius out to Carreras, pulls it back, it falls to Bellingham, connected well.
You see his reaction there. That's the selection he makes is a good one.
That's
In the
nice.
target.
High press from Real Madrid. Barcelona under pressure.
Maybe he feels he was a little bit frustrated that he just didn't go for power.
Here's Güler looking for Mbappe. Wasn't far off. The good news for Barcelona is that it's only 1-0. They're very much in this game. Feeling Real Madrid are very much on top.
You're looking around at the bench now. I know we're very early in the game, a third of the way through, but you're looking at it, it's probably this 11 that's going to have to get it back in the game for them.
Very long there. It's fallen to Marcus Rashford. Who makes absolutely no mistake. Fermin Lopez is a player who just cannot stop scoring. Another big goal for the youngster. Arda looks to the sky. He has cost his team a goal on the biggest stage of all.
Yep, just talking about Barcelona possibly looking to the bench. And the words just came out of my mouth that perhaps it's down to this 11 out there that have to try and get the job done. Arda Güler has been absolutely sensational this season. He's a brilliant footballer. He's in possession of the ball here. Pedri just prods it away. And then there's a problem. Then it's looking at the offside. Rashford does really well with a cutback. Keeps his head. Playing in a game of this massive Marcus Rashford. When he gets the opportunity, he has clarity in his mind. He looks up, he sees his teammate in a really good position. Hansi Flick would have seen it gloriously from up there. And there's still plenty of work for Fermin Lopez to do, but we know when he gets an attempt on target, he has a sight of goal. It's normally a good connection and normally a sparkling finish.
Barcelona right back in this game. Is Real Madrid looking to cause them more problems? They've got a corner. 7th assist in 13 games for Marcus Rashford for Barcelona. He's also chipped in with 5 goals in all comps. They've got some decent numbers. There is Güler. It's in towards Militao. Ferran concedes the corner.
He lost his bearings there, didn't he, Ferran Torres? Attempts to let the ball go out of play, but it bounces off him. Real Madrid looking for a quick, instant reply.
Now comes Szczesny, just about gets something on it. And now Barcelona can counter. Here's Fermin. looking for Pedri and he's found him. Pedri looks for
Kamu punya dia.
Siaran. Puts him behind for a corner.
Brilliant play from Barcelona, wasn't it? So defending the corner into four players. Pedri, Valde, Ferran Torres. I think Rashford was getting there as well. An excellent play from Real Madrid for their players to get back behind the ball.
You always felt in that position Pedri was going to look for the pass back rather than for the goal itself.
You know what could happen here? It could be swept up the other end in the blink of an eye as well from Real Madrid. So Rashford has quality in terms of delivery though.
Rashford flicked on by Fermin. Kubarsi is there. Here's Vinny Jr. And the counter might be on, running straight in. Vinny Jr. looking to
Terus shooter ini. Bikin kita ada dunia.
I'm not sure this is a yellow.
Kau tak kesan dah, wah udah tak kena tak kena. Tapi ini tinggi sana ni lagi. Dia mana tahu tu nak situ. Ini batin ni
Goal on the other end. If Real Madrid win this defensive header, this is a chance for Barcelona to flick on the near post. And if that's really working on, then someone has to be the player on the end of it for the tap-in. As soon as it wasn't, it was a problem again for Barcelona. And most obvious failure likely to see this weekend anywhere from Pedri. Vinicius almost got away as well, didn't he?
Gets his head down. Gets past Koundé.
Vamos.
Bellingham all on his own in the 6-yard area scores. Simple as you like for Real Madrid. Created by Vinicius and finished off by Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid back in front.
Well, when we guarantee goals at the start of the game, I thought, oh no, why did we say that? But we're pretty sure that it's going to be the case. 3 already before half time. He's had a great flow to the game as well. For 5 minutes, Real Madrid are on top. For 5 minutes, Barcelona are on top. Both teams' attack clearly looks to me as if, particularly in the case of Real Madrid against Barcelona's defence, Barcelona defence is lacking. It's not as strong, it's not as powerful. Real Madrid look at the moment to have the better defence. And in this instance, there's plenty of bodies back for Barcelona. It's crossed towards the far post. It looked like it might have drifted behind the goal, but it creeps back in play. And when it's headed back across from the far post by Militao, I think Balde is claiming a foul, Kubas is claiming a foul, Howson is a threat, and there's no foul in there. Howson tries to get the decisive touch from close range, and Bellingham absolutely delighted that Howson misses it, and he's there for the tap-in. Brilliant game of football.
What impact Jude Bellingham is having on this fixture. An assist and a goal. And it is a goal.
I couldn't see enough there in the replays that we saw that suggested there was any type of over-aggressive play from Real Madrid.
Bellingham saying there, 2 minutes to half time. He might want it to end. He certainly does. Terrific entertainment at the Bernabeu. Classico delivering once again. Jude Bellingham's got the winner in both league Classicos in his debut season in 23-24. Lofting it forward and attempting to flick it on. Here's Valverde. Here's Vinicius. Around De Jong. Still Vinicius into the corner. Finding Goulet, who's found Mbappe. And Bellingham. Mbappe surely. The offside flag is up again.
Dansa dia.
3 or 4 possibilities of an offside here, but all would have been extremely close.
ไม่ออกใช้
Good
ตัว
out. Mbappe was on the side
ไม่ออก
then.
ใช้ตัวเป็น
Not there. There he's offside. Go for the kill, aren't they, just before half time? It's a problem for Barcelona. Can they get to the break with just a 1-goal deficit?
Bernabeu chanting the name of Vinicius Junior. Here come Real Madrid once again. 6 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Plenty of time for another goal at either end.
Yep, I was going to make that point. It's that type of game.
Pedri. And the free kick is taken with Lamine. To Eric Garcia. His runs forward could be key to helping Barcelona unlock this Real Madrid defence. Ferran. Vociferously for a foul there. Arenas brings it down, charges forward. Loses out though. Fermin Lopez. Rashford calling for it.
อุ้ยทำไมเลือกกันมา
No one on the left wing. Now they're joining the attack. Pedri. Frenkie de Jong. Junior sprinting forward. Kubasi will get there first.
Ini akan luar biasa. Buat saya tuh ini.
Come Barcelona. Looking for the equaliser before half-time. The ball lofted forward, but that is not a good pass.
เชฟถูกกว่าไม่ได้ยึดมือเชฟคือAli kalau guna nyaman.
And the Goulet will be extremely relieved heading in at half-time. His mistake.
Yeah, he was dispossessed by Pedri, wasn't he? Since then, his reaction has been excellent. For a 20-year-old to have that type of setback to recover as well as he
Garam
has.
dan madu.
It's Bellingham. Mbappe. Still Mbappe.
Wih.
It's well watched by Balde. There's Rashford.
Garam dan madu.
Rashford continuing his run. He's been found. Needs some support here though.
Yeah, I thought it was a throw into Barcelona as opposed to the foul. Fede Valverde, he gets caught out there and just showing signs that he isn't a natural right back. He was run off the ball that completely lost him, but as we know with Fede Valverde, he's got endurance and energy and quickness to recover. So we haven't seen this the other way round, have we? Real Madrid attacking and all the Barcelona players back and it's slowing down and it's difficult to break through. When Real Madrid attack, they only need 3 or 4 passes or 2 dribbles and it's a chance. That's the difference between the two teams at the moment.
It's Ferran with an effort.
As we've seen already, Barcelona can score in these circumstances. Again, sharp play from Fernando Torres, but neither the power or the accuracy to trouble Thibaut Courtois.
Here's Tramini.
and how quick he works to win the ball back. It's not just about running fast and running hard, it's to work quickly, and he works really sharply. And now we witness it, teams find it easier to get out of the back, play into midfield. Unfortunately, his obvious attributes, but that's the one thing that has been really missing with the absence of Rafinha.
Rafinha's high press, one of Barcelona's first line of defence. Frankie de Jong, still Frankie, dispossessed by Bellingham. Might be time for a final foray forward for Real Madrid. Camavinga to Tchouaméni. Vinicius, Güler in the centre, Vinicius charging forward, goes past Koundé. Still Vinicius, big block from Pau Cubarsí. It is half time at the Bernabeu. Where do we start? Real Madrid leading Barcelona by 2 goals to 1. It has been a breathless, brilliant, chaotic match so far. Good news, there's at least 45 minutes to go.